This is Inside Tameside. I'm Mark Frost. The headlines. Tributes to DDay veteran. Pensioner jailed for £100,000 fraud. Notorious gang behind bars after botched Ashton Ram raid and GCSE glee. But first, our top story. Tributes have been paid to a Tameside primary school teacher who has died after being found critically injured at her Stockport home. 35-year-old Rukhsana Mia, a mother of two young children and a teacher at Broadup Primary School in Ashton, was found at her home in Reddish on Monday last week. She was taken to hospital but sadly died from her injuries at the weekend. Des Howlett, head teacher at Broadup Primary School, described her death as totally devastating. Police have now launched a murder investigation. 36-year-old Abdul Kashem Mia has been charged with Rukhsana's attempted murder and has been remanded in custody to appear at Manchester Crown Court on September 10th. Police say they are reviewing the charges against him. D-Day war hero Thomas Buckley will be reunited with his fallen comrades as his family ensure his last wish comes true. Tommy, as he was known, sadly passed away on Saturday, August 16th, aged 94. He had shared his memories of the D-Day landings with reporter readers just a few months ago. He was one of the first paratroopers at Pegasus Bridge on D-Day, but was injured 4 days into action after being hit in the back by shrapnel from a mortar bomb. In a fitting tribute, his family planned to ensure his last wish, that his ashes be scattered at Pegasus Bridge with his fallen friends and comrades, will come true. Thousands of students across Tameside and Glossopdale have received their GCSE results. Local authorities saw some unpredictability this year in school exam results with changes to the exam system introduced by the government. A Tameside Council spokesperson said, "Schools have had a tremendously difficult job to do in the light of the ongoing changes to the exam system, and despite this, there have been some outstanding results." They went on to say that the authority will continue to work hard with all of its schools to ensure that every pupil had the very best opportunities to succeed. For a full roundup of reports, results and pictures from Tameside and Glossopdale schools, see this week's Tameside Reporter and Glossop Chronicle. A Mosley woman has been sentenced after she defrauded the company she worked for out of £100,000. Irene White pleaded guilty to fraud by abuse of position at an earlier hearing and was this week jailed for 9 months. White had worked at MacPac Limited in Stockport since 1989 and was promoted to the position of finance manager. In 2013, a supplier noticed they had not been paid £4,000, but according to the company, records they had. White was questioned and she said she borrowed the money for a friend, but following further inquiries, it was established that she had taken just over £100,000. And finally, a solution to the traffic chaos that is strangling Longdendale and Glossop is still on the cards. That's a reassuring news from two MPs, High Peak's Andrew Bingham and Staley Bridge and Hyde's Jonathan Reynolds, whose constituents suffer most from the congestion. The pair spoke after attending the latest meeting of stakeholders for the Transpennine Feasibility Study in Sheffield, which was set up last year following personal representations to the Chancellor. Since then, a dedicated team of officials from the Highways Agency and Department for Transport have been working on it. As part of the government's Action for Road strategy, the study is looking at congestion on the roads along the Transpennine route, including the A57 through Glossop and the A628 through Mottram, Hollingworth and Tintwistle, and also looking at identifying potential solutions. The work is now in its third and final stage and should report in time for the Chancellor's autumn statement later this year. You can read all about these stories and more in this week's Tameside Reporter and Glossop Chronicle. That's the latest. I'm Mark Frost.